Delegate Bell, you brought some of your friends with you. House Bill 135. Didn't know he had your friends.
I'm your friend,
All right, so do you have a substitute?
I do, Mr. Chairman.
All right, let's get the substitute.
Help Mr. Farber, we've prepared a sub.
Before we adopt it, Mr. Chairman, can I ask if you can explain the differences between the underlying bill, which I'd studied, and the sub?
The honey producers think they are doing better even than this bill. They actually have, they are not limited to end consumers, and they asked to be excerpted back out. And
So that's the only significant change.
Mr. Farber may recall some other ones. We got a,
The original bill had individual food items listed out.
Food products.
It had food
It was
products, and we
products.
just call it food now, and there were individual specific types of food. Those are now more generic in its coverage.
I don't mind saying the goal was to be as expansive as possible with the exception of honey that asked to be exempted because they think, you know, I think you're right, they actually have a better deal even than a labeling bill like this.
So we need to get,
I moved it down.
so I have a second. All those in favor of the substitute, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Delegate Bell, tell us what you want
Mr.
to.
Chair, obviously the members of this panel are aware that year by year, different groups have stepped forward and asked for an exemption from our inspection laws. And one by one, they've been taken up by this panel. One by one, some of them have been approved, some of them have been rejected. And you have salsas and pickles and jellies and jams. This would be to say that we're going to do it all at once. Stop doing it piecemeal and just say that you should have the freedom. If the farmer wants to sell directly to you and you're willing to take that on, you should be able to buy the food. He should be able to sell you the food, you should be able to buy it, and you should be able to eat it. And the short version, the language says this, as long as it's directly from the farmer to the end consumer. So this is not to put it into the distribution, it's not to put it into wholesale, not to put it in stores. But if it's directly from the farmer to the consumer, and it's labeled, and the labeling is essentially what we already have, not for resale, processed and prepared with outside inspection. It lists its address, it lists the ingredients, then you can sell it, you can buy it, you can eat it. Mr. Chairman, I live in a duplex and on a cul-de-sac. If there's a farmer down the road, he can drink his own milk, he can eat his own cheese, he can eat his own food products. I don't have access to it. I can't, even if I want to. This would enable us to allow me to do that. Mr. Chair, there's a number of people that would like to speak in favor of it from different perspectives. There are a number of people here, I'm sure, who'd like to speak against it, and with that, I'd like to.
Well, first of all, let's see if there's any questions of committee for you. Anyone have any questions? Okay, Rob, if you will, bring people forward.